For this video, we're going to talk through basically a demo of my portfolio site, johndow.com, and the stuff that is working and all the busted stuff that's currently here. So as you can see, very simple layout. You'll notice that the ratio aspect, I have dual monitors, but they are using a 4:3 because these are freaking old hand-me-downs basically. If you're using the more traditional 16:9 aspect ratio, I think everything should still look okay. But the key point here is my portfolio website is going to function best on desktop. I went into this thinking I wanted it to be responsive. I tried to keep it modern where I'm going to make a responsive design. I'm going to try to build it with mobile first. And that's how it started. But then as I was adding little stuff here and there, you guys know how it goes. Or if you don't, the more CSS you implement, man, things go haywire really quickly. But again, let's stay positive. Let's talk about what's working so far. So this smoky cloud animation, it is so stinking simple. All it is a giant image where we have an image. It's a giant image where we have the animation where it's basically panning back and forth. So if I go into the DevTools inspector, yeah, here you can see it. It's this huge of an image. And all it is, you see, it's like the slow panning. So when it's entering the space of the website, it looks like it's moving, but it's a still image. Other things that I'm pretty proud about, the JavaScript on this website is pretty minimal. You know, one thing that people don't think about too much, if we go down here in the footer, you know, I don't use Twitter. Twitter is dead. Twitter is X. You know, it's a hellscape. But it's linked because a lot of web dev people still stand by it. Twitter and LinkedIn, I can't believe it. I have my YouTube channel linked, but not this YouTube channel. Maybe I should swap that out. This is my music YouTube channel, and I kind of have it parallel with like this music tab that's up here. I have my GitHub repository where if you want to check out the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for this site and some of my other projects, easy access to that. What I'm kind of proud about is the JavaScript that's working behind in this contact here. So for people who aren't really worried about it, when you click it, you'll get that prompt to, it's popping up in my other screen here, to email me. Yeah, and you can. Email here is contact@johndow.com. But to protect myself from web scraping, I use a little bit of JavaScript there. So let's look into that if we can. Yeah, so what we do is we split the parts of the email. So we declare a variable. First part is the contact. Second part here is the johndow.com. And then we declare the variable of what the full email should be using, I believe it's called string template literals, where you have that money sign and the curly braces. And we have that variable email1 @ we include that here, and the second part of that email there. The concept of the email, we split it in half. We talk about how do we make it full. So basically, if you just put your email simply on there, it's easy for bots to scrape your information and bombard you with spam. We're just trying to make that harder by breaking up the components. This is some minor convolutedness, but we're just splitting it apart, and then we're redefining what that href is so that we're emailing this full email address that we've established here after we split it up. Again, this is not a complete tutorial. You can check out the GitHub repository. You can ask ChatGPT, or you can ask in the comments. We have the menu up here. As we click, it's pretty snappy with how things load, which is kind of like the other main priority I wanted to have. And we were able to accomplish this by having everything be on a single page. This is not actually redirecting to a different HTML. If it gets more complicated, it's not a bad way to go, but you're not going to have the same type of snappiness if it is an additional HTML. This is all just like one single index.html. So the main section here, I have one project that's currently up, a focus timer. I kind of break down why I made this, what I learned along the way, and what's next for it. You can go to the GitHub repository here. You can go to the direct link, which it's hosted on Netlify at the moment. You can also click the thumbnail image. I'll probably go over the focus timer in a different video, but
ビジネス
you can
などなど
you can see its functionality
ウィーニング
and check it out. Let me know. Utilize it, please. Yeah, don't look into the text too deeply. This is only just like a slightly step above lorem ipsum, but trying to share a little bit of my personality, you know, what makes me any different than any other coder. I am into writing. I am into music. I am currently still tweaking, you know, compared to the focus timer, a mock-up Spotify page for songs that I have made myself. There's a lot more bugs in it. You see that this immediate play button isn't working, but if I go through, the songs are working in that way. Another problem here is like playing directly from the track. That's not working yet. Again, we'll explore this music player in a different video. But some of the things that you can see, let's go ahead and go back and just look through the problems of the mobile view. The curtain menu isn't really established just yet. There is this goofy white space that keeps happening depending on the phone size. And every time I think I have it set with CSS, no, it fluctuates. Yeah, again, there's white space here. This also makes it really hard to preview on my phone because I have a Sony XZ1 Compact and it uses an even smaller screen. And even though I put in the dimensions in the DevTools, I can't ever get the same type of reflection. That's what I actually see on my phone. So I know it's busted. It's something that I'm working on. As of September 5th, 2023, this is what johndow.com looks like. Someone asked me if purple's my favorite color. It is not, but you know, picking branding colors is really, really hard. And I actually went through some different iterations of the website that looked much fancier. We could say even more professional, but almost too professional in a way. They look like they should have been like a marketing firm's website or a consulting firm or a fine dining restaurant, and that's not me. So this, I think it looks pretty smooth. It looks modern enough, like the rough around the edges portions. I think that's all right because that's me. That's indicative of me. So that's all for now. Thank you for watching. Catch you on the next vlog.